Hi Capricorn, this is Amanda Nardozzi. Thanks for hopping in here. This reading is going to be for April 29th to May 5th. That being said, connect with your angels, connect with your guides, and then we're going to sync up to the energies of your reading. Let's see what's going on for you this week, what kinds of things to expect. Whoa. What kinds of surprises. Different energies at play. What are you embodying? Thank you to my own spirit angels and guides for helping me connect with the energy of Capricorn. Oh, you have gifts you need to show the world. You have the Six of Cups here, and the Six of Cups is the focal point of your reading. The Six of Cups is about, it's almost like taking the gift that God gave you and spreading that joy. So this is just, Six of Cups is gift giving in nature. Cups handles emotions, it handles our intuition. It also handles our natural given talents as well, natural given gifts, natural given talents, especially when it comes to the Six of Cups. When you're giving any type of six that's in anything in the tarot, it's always some type of energetic exchange or some type of energy of movement. So this one's focusing on your gifts. That's kind of the subject of this reading, and it's almost like Spirit's like, you're in a time where we want you to share. You're in a time where we want you to share this gift, where we want you to bring it out to the open. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, it's authentic expression. So the throat chakra, so that's dealing with our expression. It could be expressing yourself via writing, art, some type of creative endeavor. And it doesn't even have to be creative, but it's almost like there's a need to express yourself in some way. Okay, but that's what the Six of Cups is. It's almost like you are giving your gift. This is a gift to others, and it's almost lighting up their world in a sense. You have the world, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So success and possibility does not come when these two are parallel together. Success and possibility does not come unless you share with others and collaborate with others. There's almost like a networking type of vibe to this, but networking kind of like gives me the image of somebody in stuffy suits, like going to parties and stuff and, you know, schmoozing, and that's not the energy that I'm talking about. I'm talking about going out and sharing your gifts with people and then connecting with them in that way, and people going, oh, that's cool, you do that, I do that too. That's networking. It's the same thing. It's just going out and meeting people. And you don't necessarily have to do this in terms of going out into the real world if you're shy or whatever. You could do this online depending on what the sphere is that you do. For a lot of you, if you want to be like content creators or something, this would be applicable to doing something online. This would be networking online, you know? But the world, we have possibilities. This is always talking about the completion of a cycle. I do see you closing the chapter of a book and you're entering a new one, but it's almost like I'm prepared. And it's almost like I'm hearing, I need to stylize this to, you know, there's something about like the way that you're doing it that is like a certain style that you're going on, right? So it's like you need to have your own type of style, and you have your own presence, and that's what people are attracted to. You have the Three, and the Three of Pentacles is talking about other people coming to you, collaborating with you, basically just bolstering you up. And the Three of Pentacles is also a learning and education card, so this is learning through others as well. You also have the Five of Cups here, and it's contrasted with two cards that popped out. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Lovers. So the Five of Cups, I'm hearing like, okay, for some of you, this is a direct message on your love life. This is a direct message on if you've had a stinge of not great romances, or you just got out of a romance that was not the greatest for you. The Page of Pentacles is the forever student. It's the learning card. So actually talking about with the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles as a subject, you could be learning something, and then like from a romantic relationship that has since passed, or dealing with disappointments of a romantic relationship and learning from that. So something about a past romantic relationship that is like, it's shining, like the light is being shined on it, or something's being brought up, even if it's something that happened a long time ago. It's almost like something is being brought up now. Specifically, we had a full moon in Scorpio recently, so that might have lingering energies of, yes, it's reaching for your dreams and trying to find some type of concrete method to reach our goals, but along with dreams, Scorpio also deals with fears. So dealing a lot with fears. I have an intuitive astrology episode on that if you wanted to go check it out. But basically, the Five of Cups is that feeling of disappointment. If not dealing with love, then the Lovers always talks about, if not bringing up this subject intuitively about lovers, it is always bringing up the shadow self. So the shadow self, dealing with the other half of ourselves, meeting our shadow selves and trying to accept them. And it's almost like you are learning more about yourself through certain disappointments. I'm hearing sheer disappointment. The phrase sheer disappointment is coming through. So maybe you've had some disappointments as of recently that you just can't quite process or get a grip on, and it's like, it's almost like it's sitting in your gut as a hopeless, as like, you know, not hopeless, I don't want to say hopeless. In certain situations might feel hopeless, but it's almost like there's just this energy of disappointment around something that has happened recently, or something that's been sitting in your energy that has just been disappointing. But it's almost like this learning thing. Maybe you feel disappointed in yourself. There's like a shadow self meeting thing where you're like, you're disappointed in some elements that you have to grow to accept, even though you're like, ugh. And, healing is never linear, and it's more than a lifetime's work. So I say that, we shouldn't always be focusing all of our efforts on healing. We are deserving even if we are not healed, because we are always healing, right? So it's not that you have to heal from this. It's that you have an opportunity to heal from these things, from that disappointment, and reach a state of acceptance as to how things are. I am getting a sense of radical acceptance for some of you. And for whatever reason, I'm also getting that whatever the situation is, it's almost like, oh, if you're disappointed, Spirit is offering you the opportunity. Oh, okay, well, if you're disappointed, how can you change it? It's almost like, because when I tune into this Five of Cups, I'm actually seeing him going and picking up the glasses off the floor. Like, he's picking them up and he's looking at them instead of crying about the fact that they fell. Like, I actually see him bending over and picking them up, and Spirit's like, okay, what will you do with it? What are you going to fill it up with next? And it's almost like you need that disappointment reset of, like, not resetting your disappointment, but it's almost like a reset for your hope type of thing. And it's like, you might have to actually get in there and do some shadow work with the Lover's card. You might actually have to do some shadow work in order to pull it up. And by shadow work, it's not that scary. It's just deep journaling, or like some type of connecting with the self, going out in nature. In my part of the world, it's nice and sunny out. At the moment, it's behind some clouds, but it's starting to get warmer. So I am somebody that needs sunshine. So I suffered during the winter, and now that springtime is coming around, I'm like, oh, the sun is out. I am out. So that being said, Capricorn, it's just something to think about, connecting with the self, resetting that so that you can work on radical self-acceptance. We just talked about radical self-acceptance, guys. You can't make this shit up. Sky Dancers, surrender. So I'm going to pull a book from this, because this is one of those things where Spirit was like, I said what I said and I meant it. I want to make sure I fully encapsulate the concept of surrender for you guys, because it is radical acceptance. It's like a different type of thing, but it's very, very similar to surrender. It's literally just letting go and letting Spirit take the reins. So Sky Dancers, liberation from attachment, surrender. When a Sky Dancer appears, she is inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life. You have already overanalyzed the situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself, in your work, or in your love life. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors and human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. The Sky Dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life and, even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. Okay, so that being said, let's hop into the next card, because I feel like that was plenty on that card. You can apply it as you see fit. What else for our Capricorn lovelies today? You also have Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. So again, this is like something, making something concrete. It's almost like, making plans and then trying to, it's almost like I feel like I'm talking to someone who needs to put it in a list form in order to get it in front of you and be like, okay, this is what needs to happen. But it's almost like you have to map out the moves or you're not going to make them, if that makes sense. So it's almost like you have a lot of things that you want to do, but I feel them floating in the air, and you may be someone, I feel like I'm connecting with an energy who quite literally needs to just go out, grab them, put them in some type of physical thing to remind you or to let you know, hey, this is a goal for today. So opening up a planner and actually taking this floating idea and putting it in there and saying, I'm going to do this today. That's the type of energy that I feel like I'm talking to. So make those plans, gain that focus, so that way you can actually start working towards things that you can control. So surrendering the situation and then trying to figure out, what is it do I want to co-create? What types of things do I need? Like, this could be things that I see like a lot of things on the back burner for you. So there could be some of you that have pots on the back burner, and it's almost like you have nothing on the front burner. And it's almost like, because you have this time, you're kind of using it to go, oh, like it's almost like you're shielding yourself from what you need to do. And Spirit's like, just do it. It's okay. You could just do the thing because the energy will clear up and you'll feel so much better. You also have holy love. So this is the lessons in unconditional love. This is that accepting of unconditional love. This is the Divine Mother. This is representative of Virgin Mary. This is basically basically that loving connection. When you connect with the divine, when you connect with oneness, this is that energy that people often find themselves connecting with, that feeling of oneness, that wholeness, when they feel the love that the divine has for them, usually when people have incredible spiritual moments. And when it shows up in a reading like this, it is just like, I know it's a reminder that doesn't really seem as poignant or profound just because it comes up. It's something that we know already. It's almost like Spirit wants you to really relish in this feeling. They really want you to notice the things that, if you're having trouble connecting with the divine, notice the things in your life that bring you love, that bring you that love, that you feel that love blooming in your chest, whether it be your pets, your kids, your family, your friends, going out in nature, running in your garden, doing something that brings that feeling to you. Connecting with that spirit, connecting with that energy, Spirit says, is almost like a direct mirror, like opening up that channel of unconditional love in the heart helps you feel the divine's love. So the goal wouldn't be like a spiritual experience or anything of having them come in, but it's almost like you can feel our love by feeling the love for the things around you, if that makes sense. So that being said, like the way that you feel around these things that open up your heart and make you feel warm and fuzzy, that is how the divine feels about you. So recognizing that and just being in awe and of that beauty, like I think that's when that card comes up and is like, we do this all for love. Just recognize the love that we see in you, and then you won't have to fret about the disappointments in yourself or the disappointments that you find in others, because you would have recognized that we love you regardless of where you're at on your journey. You also have meditation. Okay, some of you can reach this in meditation. Some of you have direct messages from guides that are meant to be heard. I'm also getting some angel work here too. Some of you could be directly communicating with angels. I meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. So this isn't just a making sure you meditate daily. I feel like you're somebody that needs to anchor your energy in something. And this is when this card comes up. It's almost like your energy is all the way out here. You need to bring it back. And that's what meditation can do. So whatever you need to do, they say in yoga, find your drishti, find your focal point, or close your eyes, connect in some type of meditation. You don't have to be sitting up in an easy seat or like an easy pose, like a crisscross applesauce type of thing. You can meditate laying down. You can meditate like out in nature, just kind of like in a weird pose, so long as you're comfortable and so long as you're not going to fall asleep, because that's not meditation. So that being said, what is it do you need right now? I do feel like you're intuitive, and I feel like you're channeling information. Even if you're not conscious of receiving it, it's still getting downloaded into you, but you need to find that state of stillness. What is it that you need right now? What is it that you need right now? Flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. I'm feeling a lot of resistance towards movement, towards change, towards something. You might feel in your gut to take action on something. And it's almost like going with the flow. When the dolphin spirit comes up too, it also talks about the paradox of, the highs of the waves and then the low of the tides as well. So it's like you might be kind of in a low point right now, but just understand that things will get high again. It's not that two truths exist of, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling awful and I deserve all of this stuff, because then when you're feeling good, the same truths can apply. So just understand that you are deserving of wonderful things, that two truths like can exist. Like the paradox that dolphin spirit brings is that this and that are true, not this or that. Your perspective as well as somebody else's perspective is true. In some realm or context, your perspective is true for you, theirs is true for them. Those two realities exist, right? Because we bring our perspective and our reality to the table. So just understand that we may be challenged, or we may experience that dissonance when we tell ourselves a certain truth, and then the universe challenges it and goes, do you really think you're limited like that? So just keep that in mind, that, we are meant to embrace the best versions of ourselves. We are meant to learn and grow while we're here. But also, understanding that different truths can exist, and trying not to ascribe our truth to any one particular truth. Okay, Capricorn. You also have 290. I'm pulling from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. I always read these messages twice. Take charge and lead by example. God is walking with you. One more time. Take charge and lead by example. God is walking with you. So God, source, love, universe, whatever. So yeah, take charge. Lead with your gifts. Lead with what shines, what brings you joy, what connects you on the deeper level to your purpose. It's almost like I feel like some of you are already like, you already know kind of what lights you up. And it's just a matter of connecting with that purpose even deeper. So be that agent of change in your life, take a step up and move forward with that if you haven't already. And just take the lead. If you want to make moves, take the lead. They're up there supporting you. I will say that as an intuitive, I did have an energy once where, actually just recently, there was energy where I didn't like where it was going. And I felt that, okay, well, this is the path that I'm on. But for whatever reason, like I manifested it because I thought it was what I wanted, but it didn't actually end up being what I fully wanted because I was very focused on wanting to bring this one particular element into my life, but I didn't consider, at least the path or the transition to get there, that it wouldn't align with some other elements of my life that I needed fulfilled. And in which case I told Spirit, look, I know I'm on a path and I know this energy is going a certain way, but I said, I would feel better if I made this choice. So I'm going to make this choice. It felt really uncomfortable. I felt kind of down for a day because I put faith in something else. And then I told Spirit, I was like, I'm going to change the energy. Does it feel like I can make it work going the path that I was going on? Yes. But part of my journey was understanding that I can change the energy like that, especially if you're spiritually sensitive like me and you can kind of feel like if something's going to happen, or you feel like, the energy around you, almost sometimes like a lot of the energy feels like resistance, when really that resistance is just calling you to stand up and work with it. And then all of a sudden the resistance does fall away. And it's almost like that resistance I feel only exists when we're in stagnation. So interesting. But that being said, it's like I was like, oh, interesting. I've never like said that out loud before, so that must have been something that was like a direct channel. But that being said, I hope this helped, Capricorn. If this resonated with you in any way, could like and subscribe and all the things. That way you can keep in touch with what I'm doing. I have weeklies, collectives. I offer personal readings. I have a website down in the description box. I also am teaching tarot on my Instagram. So if you have an Instagram and you want to give a follow, I do post the individual cards and I talk about the different things that I intuitively channel through that. I do believe I will link eventually. I also have a Facebook page that I just created. So find me on Facebook under Amanda Nardozzi. And I will be posting the same things there as I do on Instagram. That being said, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.